It's amazing, isn't it, really, what you can do when you got a little tape.
Swamp Donkey Radio, Swamp Donkey Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kings and queens, cats and dogs, a big black dick, and bees? Welcome to Swamp Donkey Radio. My name is Jan-Hen.
And this is Nadi.
And this episode is brought to us by Cards Against Humanity.
Woohoo!
With two special guests, Michael.
Hello.
And Garen.
Hey there.
You might know them from
Absolutely nowhere.
nowhere because they're my friends. And we just enjoy playing Cards Against Humanity with each other. So to start this off, Nadi, how has your week in media been?
Pretty chilled. I watched the Sabrina series. Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
The animated ones or the live action
No,
ones?
the live action ones.
Yeah.
Do yourself a favor. Don't binge watch those.
Why not?
It's terrible. The storyline, like the continuity is a little bit weird. People just disappear after a season. No explanation. Characters change. It's just not very...
Like casting and stuff.
Yeah, casting
Yeah,
changes
yeah.
a lot. People go off with no reason, no explanation. No. And I
Okay.
mean, after she leaves high school, it just wasn't worth watching.
Okay, so it's in the hat, what you're saying.
Are you
is-
serious?
I would have put it in the hat.
Fine. Torture yourself.
Anything else?
I watched Jupiter Ascending. That
Yes.
one's going in the hats.
Okay, yeah.
I like it, but I've heard that a lot of people hate it.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
sure why. I'll find out. And
I
then
think
you
it's just
see
because
something.
it was tacky. That's what most people, like, I've heard, like, say it's such a tacky movie. It's just like, the story feels like, what cliche and...
That's very true,
Yeah.
but I mean, you like Mutant Ninja Turtles, so I think you might
and you
actually
like
it.
Sailor Moon.
Okay.
Can I just ask, what is Jupiter Ascending about?
It's a space opera, basically.
Yeah, but the girl finds out she actually owns Earth. Family fights over,
Oh, same old.
Yeah,
same old.
You
So
know.
it's just very rich people.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Very rich people. It's
Yeah.
basically the story of Paris Hilton.
Yes.
And, Earth exploding or
Oh,
dying.
I thought that was the end of the discussion. Oh, and Earth.
No. Earth hangs in the balance. They might destroy it, they might not, the usual drama.
Yeah.
I actually like it. It's pretty, it's colorful. Anyway, it's in the hat.
Yeah.
We'll force you guys to watch it too.
And is that it, basically?
This week, podcast, I was listening to a whole bunch of History Goes Bump.
Yeah.
I was just in the mood for supernatural ghost stories, history, that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
listened to a lot of that. But yeah, that was basically it.
Okay.
Yours?
Mine was the exact same time as, the exact same week as what I've been having for months. Well, not months, but almost months.
No, it's pretty much months.
Zelda and Overwatch.
Yep.
That's it.
That's it.
Haven't
I can
watched.
second Zelda.
Yeah. I haven't
Some good
watched.
shit.
Yeah, it's a fantastic game. I'm busy. For those who've played it, I'm pretty much done with almost everything. I'm busy collecting the Korok seeds. And,
Which is not a bitch at all.
Yeah, no, definitely not 900 fucking things you have to go figure out in the world. But I'm using a guide. Like, I'm not embarrassed to say it. I'm using a guide. 'Cause
I
there's-
too use a guide. Like, honestly, you cannot. I've done the beasts and the shrines. I think I need 8 or 18, but it's something with an 8.
Yeah.
And very few.
Only a few.
I only have like 20 Korok seeds done.
Oh, wow. But how
And
many,
I only have 820 to go, I mean.
how many are you up to now?
I'm at 600.
Oh!
Wow. Okay.
was it last
630. Last time we met, last time we were at Michael's house, actually. I was at 300.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought so. So you've done...
Yeah.
Pretty
so-
well.
I haven't even dented it. He's at least put a dent in it.
Well, I mean, that means he can help you.
The
at
only
least a
thing
bit.
is, I'm not going to...
He really can't. Sorry, Jan-Hendrik, but he really can't. Because
Yeah.
the previous time he was just like, Jan-Hendrik, point me towards a few shrines. Like, there's 120 fucking shrines. I can't remember where they are.
Yeah. That's the gist of it. There's so many things. There's so much to do in this game. You're getting your money's worth out of it.
Never get bored.
Yeah,
that's for
I
sure.
don't get bored out of it, and I'm almost at a 900 Korok siege. You know, so
Well, this game is in the hat, right? We're gonna
Breath
do
of the
it-
Wild.
Yeah.
I'll put it in the hat, but
Well,
Yes,
obviously,
and
because we've been
please.
talking about
that
it.
means you're gonna have to play it as well. Why? What were you expecting?
Yeah. You know I'm terrible at games, though.
No, but it's fine. This game's great.
Yeah.
You can just like do the demo. Just
Yeah,
get a
you can
feel
do the
for
demo
it.
basically.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say do like 2 hours of it. That's
And
fine.
you people better feature me that time.
What
I
do
have
you
a
mean?
lot of opinions.
What do you mean, you people?
You people.
Yeah, us people. Whoa.
These people better.
Okay, so when we
Feature
like
me.
put it in the head, like
Yeah, just like put a little note that says Michael.
with Michael.
Yeah. And the rest, what else have you been doing in media, Michael?
Well, Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
We started watching Grimm, 3 days ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's quite a good show. It's very...
Monster a week.
Yeah, it's a monster a week sort of deal.
It's based on the Grimm fairy tales.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I can't find the Grimm fairy tales in there. It's just basically humanoid creatures. Like, their faces just change into monsters, but they still look human. It's not...
The graphics are really awesome, though.
It's not...
I enjoy it. It might
It's
be a
really
bit
So it's like Buffy the
terrible.
Vampire Slayer,
It's
kind of.
literally Charmed meets Buffy the Vampire
God.
Slayer. It's such horrible graphics.
Okay, then I'm not going to enjoy it. It's in the hat.
I've watched it actually. I
But
watched it a
the
while ago.
storyline itself is gripping. Like, I don't watch series a lot, but that's got me hooked now.
It was one of those shows that kind of went downhill from season 2,
As in?
in my opinion. The storyline.
So it just got, like, uninteresting,
To
basically.
me, yeah.
Yeah, we're at like episode 5 or 6 now, so I can't second you on that yet. I'll continue watching and I'll let you know. Let's put Grimm in the hat.
Yeah, I'm going to put Grimm in the hat. It sounds like I'll hate it, but it's fine. But there's so many shows that came out now that are like based on older stuff. Like
Yeah.
I think there's a show called Emerald City now that's based on The Wizard of Oz.
Okay, yeah.
But like they changed the characters around. Like
It feels like no one's doing anything original. They're kind of rehashing or putting a new spin on
All
But
their
what
stuff.
is left to do?
I am sure
True.
there are.
There's nothing really left to do. Like, the last original thing we had was Harry Potter, and that wasn't even that original.
well, I mean, there were other things, but I mean, it didn't have an impact as strong as Harry Potter did.
Yeah, but that's my point. Like,
Yeah.
back
Like
in the day,
American-
Lord of the Rings had that big an impact, and then it was overshadowed by Harry Potter again.
Yeah, but like American Horror Story, like that's original.
But that went downhill. Like,
Did it?
We watched the last season, the what? What's it called?
Roanoke.
Yeah, the
Roanoke.
Roanoke. And we stopped. Like, literally, without even realizing it, we lost interest because
I don't know
after...
if we lost interest.
we stopped.
We binge watched it for a while and then stopped and then
Some scary shit. I can really... It's some really graphics.
Even in
gruesome.
Roanoke?
Even in
Yeah.
Roanoke.
Oh, okay.
It's really
No,
gruesome.
each season is fantastic, but I love the series. I love each of the series. Each season is great,
Yeah.
but some of them I was just not that interested. Like Hotel didn't grab my interest.
Which
So
one was that? The
That was the first one that Lady Gaga was in. That was season 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It
How
just
dare you
didn't-
blaspheme against Lady Gaga?
I know.
Our queen
I
and
was so
overlord.
looking forward to it, but it took me almost half a year, 8 months, before I actually finished the season because I wasn't as interested. Whereas
So-
Freak Show, I watched weekly. I waited for it to come out. The
Wow.
minute it was out, I watched it. I was gripped.
Yeah, because we were actually like Nadi and I were actually talking about it earlier.
I
Like,
think it's a good time to tell the people you're recording outside.
oh yeah, you're just like hearing this fucking bird with special guest.
Yeah, for anyone,
Wayful.
anyone listening that's not South African, that is a harida, and they are.
In Afrikaans they call it Quayful.
Yeah.
Because they literally go queer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They also have a fear of heights.
They're a lot of noise and they suck.
Yep.
Again. It might stay with us for a while.
Yeah, by the way, since we're playing Cards Against Humanity this episode, like, this is a very chill episode. So there's background noise because we're actually just chilling outside.
Having a drink, playing some cards.
Yeah, because this is the best way to play Cards Against Humanity.
You cannot play it any other way.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot be sober and at work and play Cards Against Humanity and expect to be funny.
Oh jeez, I
Yeah.
can't imagine anyone playing this game at work.
We did. Do you want me to tell you about it? It sucked.
Sure.
With a bunch of Afrikaans tannies sitting around
older ladies.
like older ladies.
Yeah.
Sitting around a table. I'm a teacher, by the way. We had just finished some marking and now nobody had anything to do. Took the cards to work, dished it out. These people are between 50 and infinity. And we took out the cards and they play the most boring cards. They're offended by every second one, of course.
Oh, God.
They don't understand every third one. And the one that they do play is sort of like...
PC.
It's very PC, PG, I think you'll find.
PC, politically correct.
No, it's racist old aunties.
Oh, God.
No, it's not that. It's PG, like
So just something
everything.
that won't offend them.
Yes, that won't offend them, and they eventually stopped playing because nobody was drunk, first of all, because these things are only funny when you are quite hammered.
Or just in that mindset of like you don't care.
Yeah, if you don't drink, if you're an alcoholic and you don't drink anymore, I mean, if you're just in that mindset with a few friends, you'll get there.
Yeah, eventually.
Eventually you'll get there, but don't be offended by anything and you'll be fine and you'll have a good laugh.
Just like leave your moral compass at home.
Yes, of course, but...
Yeah, the game is meant to be offensive, but in a funny
Hence the
way.
name. It's not cards for humanity. It's not
against.
cards building up humanity. It's cards against humanity.
Well, actually, like before we actually get into it, let's take a break and then we can actually start talking about Cards Against Humanity, because since we're already doing it.
Yep.
All right, so we'll take a break and then we'll see you guys in a minute. Bye.
Cheers.
Dear listeners, welcome back. So, some background about Cards Against Humanity before we play. It actually started as a party game that some high school graduates made up for a New Year's party. And it was based on the, I'd say similar game called Apples to Apples, which it didn't have the same formula as this, but it had a very similar formula. So if you had Apples to Apples, you could find enjoyment in the same game. But one of the biggest influence to this game was Mad Libs. And if you're not familiar with Mad Libs, it's a game where you have little pieces of paper and then you just fill in these blanks. It just says noun, adjective, and then you make your own sentence out of it. But yeah, the idea of the game is to be politically incorrect. That was the basis of what this game was about. It was a game designed to be offensive, to have all these
and rude.
Exactly. That's why we said, like before the break, leave your moral compass at home, because this game is going to be offensive to someone, even if it's just slightly scathing. By the way, we've got a little doggy here.
Yes, her name is Luna.
And she's adorable.
I have two dogs, Luna and Nova, not at all based on Dota 2's character Luna.
Yeah, just because you mentioned that once we pull Dota 2 out of the hat, you're a guest on
That's
there
fine.
as well.
Yeah, so
Actually,
you're
her full name is Lunara and the other one is Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia. Oh, but what is Luna again? Just
She's a Colin Pinscher or a Muggin.
yeah, she's a crossbreed between a Doberman Pinscher and a pug.
Pug, yeah. She is the cutest faced, and I'm sure Jan-Hen will post a photo of her somewhere.
If I remember, I will.
I'll make
On
him
Instagram.
remember. She'll be
Alright.
famous.
She won't be playing because
This is what
she's
will
too
make
young.
your channel famous.
This
That
little
face
doggy
with her underbite.
will get a massive 10 views. All right. So that's basically what Cards Against Humanity was about. Just being an offensive card game that everyone can enjoy as long as you throw away that moral compass of yours.
Obviously, you should bring your 7-year-old child and get him drunk, her drunk, get the little friends with, and see what shit you can come up with.
Yeah, and your grandma too.
I just want to add this. I had a boyfriend a while ago. Jan Hendrik might remember him.
Yes.
We'll call him George for his
Yes.
own security.
Yes, George.
So George was not extremely intelligent, guys.
Oh, God.
So dumb.
But the
boy.
beautiful ones never are.
But he wasn't, though. I was just desperate
Are
and
you saying
lonely.
Garen isn't beautiful? How dare you? Wow.
He really isn't, though. He's smart. We went for the
No.
smart. And he has
Garen's
money, so
adorable.
it's fine. Anyway,
I have
So
a
we-
future.
yes. Hear that awkward silence now. You killed it. Anyway.
George.
No noise removal for that awkward silence. If I can tell you that.
Anyway, so we were playing Cards Against Humanity, and he won every second round.
How?
And we couldn't figure out why. Then he started asking the questions. What does this card mean? So he was, excuse me, like Rando Cardresian. He would, for those of you that don't know, Jan-Hen will explain what that is in about a minute.
Yes.
A fly just flew into my ear. I'm very sorry. Anyway.
Special guest fly.
So he would just like, that one. And then the smart people would find it hilarious because they actually can make the connotation and know how that's rude and funny.
So it was just first time luck.
Yeah.
It was just, no, he was so
He was lucky with his
stupid
random...
that he
my
just
gosh.
played like, if you play with a Rando Cardresian, he will win. It's always randomness wins over everything else. And he played the random card. So he was so stupid that he won. So yes, your 6-year-old can play with you.
Okay, but another thing as well, like if you're a little bit smarter than George, an important thing to remember is you have to more or less know what your friend's sense of humor is.
Yeah.
But you're not smart enough to even identify what humor is. You cannot identify your friends.
No.
If you don't know what, let me just draw a random one here. If you don't know the unbelievable world of mushrooms, if you don't know what a mushroom is, you won't find it funny.
No, it's true.
Unbelievable.
Or what the world
Mushroom.
unbelievable, you won't find anything funny.
But I think most of the people that are playing this are a little bit smarter than George.
Usually, yes.
Yeah.
But anyway, so what happened was that night we went home and he wanted to dump me because he felt like we were too smart for him. And eventually that was why I left him, because I cannot with stupid people. But
He's a teacher.
I'm a teacher. I have enough stupidity in my daily life. So he actually wanted, he felt so unimportant, the beautiful word for that one.
Insignificant.
Insignificant. He felt such a
See, that's
Like-
why you're with Garrett.
insignificant little worm, and then he wanted to leave me. He was like, "Nee, maar jou
Oh, wow.
Okay, for those of you in Afrikaans, just translate this. Nee, maar jou vriende is so slim, ek wil nie meer saam met jou wees nie. And it's like, okay, sure, whatever, leave.
Okay, well, but it is something that works sometimes for people. I mean, I once went around because I had the card Tasteful Side Boob. It wasn't necessarily that funny, but the guy that had the black card thought boobs were hilarious.
Excuse you, but Tasteful Side Boob is always funny.
Not necessarily.
Always.
Not
But
necessarily.
I think that comes back to what you were saying about
Yeah.
you have to read the room.
A random
Yeah.
one, a random one.
That's a black card.
No, I know, I
He's
know.
looking for one.
I'm looking for... In its new tourism campaign, Detroit proudly proclaims that it has finally eliminated Tasteful
Tasteful
Side
Side
Boob. Always hilarious. Always.
All right. Well, enough about this. Let's get into a game. We're
Rando
gonna do-
Cardresian. The people want to know.
I'll just quickly explain Rando Cardresian. So Rando Cardresian is usually, if you don't have enough people, it's good to play this with the amount that we have and more, 4 people or more. But if you don't have enough people, you could always add an imaginary player. So when you put cards down, then just pull one out of the deck that you draw from, add that in, and that's the random person. And if that person wins, then the rest of the party is shamed forever.
And they lose.
Yes. Okay, enough talking. Let's actually show by playing this game.
Okay.
So, to
Basic
begin,
rules.
The basic rule, the first basic rule is you have to find out who the card czar is, the person who is in charge for the first round.
The person who shat lost.
Yes, the last person. I'm not kidding. Nadia's pulling a face. It's literally in the rule book.
The person who had the last shit start.
The
So
person
did
who
you
pooped
shit last, Nadia? When did you last shit?
When did you last poop? Do you want to say it in front of?
Take
Our
a,
one
our
viewer,
lis- our
our one
listeners.
listener.
take a steaming dump.
Yes, on someone's chest.
Let's just assume it's not me, okay?
Okay,
Let's-
okay. You know what happens when people assume?
It was Nadia. Nadia will start. Nadia, please.
Yeah, because Nadia pooped last.
Okay, so I have to draw a black card, and each of us has 10 white cards.
White cards, yeah. And they're the answers to the black cards
Yeah.
question.
Yes.
Or the fill in the blank.
Yes, it's a fill in the blank, basically.
Yes. So my black card says LSD plus something, so that's where the white card is going to go,
Yeah.
equals a really bad time.
All right. Now let's see.
So we're just waiting for everyone to choose out of their 10 cards what they think would be the funniest answer or option for this.
And when you've drawn, you may take a new white card from the pile.
Yeah,
Yes.
always have 10
Just
white
full
cards.
disclosure, we have all the packs, all 6 expansions. We have the green pack, the base pack, and about 7 or so boosters. We don't have all of them, but we
you're
have
trying to get
literally 3/4. So this will be a mixture. Mostly we're going to play with the green pack and booster pack 5 because that's what's presented itself. But
And it's the newest. It's one of the newer ones.
it's one of the newer ones. And the green pack, for those of you that don't know, is one of the packs that have all new cards in it.
Yeah, it's
The
really
red and
handy.
yellow or the other color packs are just mixtures of previous boosters and expansions. But the green pack is all new cards. So if you play this game regularly, go and get yourself the green pack. It's hilarious.
Because you do get tired of the cards that you have.
You do.
If you only have one.
You literally find out what people will play, and then it's not funny. That random answer is gone. That randomness, that random funny, it loses itself if you just have base. It is totally worth it to get all of the boosters.
Okay, but you don't necessarily have to buy all the booster packs. We play this a lot. So like Michael said,
Yes, we do.
we've memorized them.
You can have a good year
Yeah.
of just the base.
Yeah.
And you will still find things funny.
It
But
also depends on whether people play it a lot. I mean, if you're only going
Yes.
to play it once every 3 months or so.
If you're a person like me and I don't play a lot of board games,
Hmm.
this and maybe something mundane like Monopoly, Cluedo, something like that, then it's going to get boring for you because
Yes.
it's the only game you play. But people like Michael and Garen, they actually have a shitload of board games.
yes. And
So-
we also have a shitload of friends.
Yeah, exactly. So it
And
doesn't get
everybody
as
wants to
tiring.
play this. So you don't necessarily get the same answers all the time, but you get that same card played with 6 or 7 different black cards over the span of a year. And then you know when people are a random card, blank, awesome in theory, kind of a mess in practice. People will play bees with a
Yeah,
question
yeah, yeah.
mark with this or a big black dick. Like, yes, it still remains, haha,
But
glad
we've
you
heard
thought
it
of it,
before.
but we have heard it
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So we Nadi has all the cards.
Can I
have
just
all the
interrupt
cards.
for a second? I just want to tell the listener
Yes.
something interesting.
Hey, Liz.
And Annalise, I'm hoping. So what they did with one of the booster packs, it's called the Bigger Blacker Box Edition. Now, in one of the first pack you get a card that's just the big black dick. Or no, big black dick. And it's hilarious. A big black dick is always hilarious. So with
Like
one of
tasteful
the
side boob.
exactly. With one of the boosters or something, they had a card that says a bigger, blacker dick. And what's bigger than a big black dick? A bigger, blacker one. And then in the biggest, blackest edition, or the big black edition or whatever, they actually had a hidden compartment in the box, like on the side. If you lift that up, it gave you another card. And it just says the biggest, blackest dick.
Well done.
That's really cool.
It is really like, it's small things like that. They really put effort into this. And if you want to submit a card for printing, like in one of the future ones, you can go on their website. And if you have a great idea for a card, submit it. People vote and they will put it into a next booster or expansion.
Okay,
All right.
Let's do this.
let's do this. So, the black
And-
card again.
So you have to read it out loud every time because it loses the effect if you just name everything that's come out. So Nadi's gonna.
And you reset your mind every time.
Yeah, exactly.
So, LSD plus 2 shitty kids and a garbage husband equals a really bad time.
Sure.
LSD plus chunks of dead hitchhiker equals a really bad time.
Where else did you get the LSD from? That hitchhiker.
Which you now own chunks of.
Yeah.
LSD plus figuring out how to have sex with a dolphin equals a really bad time.
That was
Spoiler.
Nadia losing her composure.
Spoilers, it was a shark.
Okay.
Because you were on LSD.
Okay. Sorry. The winner is the person that wanted to have sex with a dolphin.
That would be me. I have sex with a dolphin.
Here you
Thank
go.
you. Well, thank
You find that funny, but...
Michael's always upset when I find someone else.
No, I don't care. Like, The first 100 times that I played this game, I always won. I've come accustomed to losing.
Oh, jeez.
It's fine. But you find that funny until you dip yourself naked into the ocean, into a pod of dolphins. Very aggressive.
They're smart, but they're aggressive.
But aren't they... Okay, I can't
No, they're
remember.
very friendly. They're cute and whatever.
But there was something I read, and now I can't remember which way it went, but with pregnant women, they're either super aggressive or super friendly. I can't remember which one it was.
Probably
Or
aggressive.
super horny.
both.
Pregnant women get horny a lot.
Oh,
That's also a feeling or a mood that they have. But when dolphins are in heat, you do not want to go and swim with them.
Now, if you ever meet a pregnant woman and a pregnant dolphin, then the apocalypse starts.
Yeah, or dolphin men.
or just dolphin men.
I mean,
How do you think superheroes?
all hail our overlords, the dolphin men.
Anyway, back on topic.
Thanks for all the fish.
So it's my turn because I'm next in line.
Okay.
I got your reference.
All right. Finally, a service that delivers blank right to your door.
Again, it's outside, and that might have been my mother.
All right. So any takers for a service that delivers blank right to your door?
I'm torn between 3.
Okay.
Because I have been friends with Jan-Hen for 120 odd years.
Yes, we're immortal, you see.
You see. Don't give out our secret.
Are we doing random card as
Yes,
well?
yes,
Yes,
random.
Rando Codrician, you may
Give
draw.
me a rando.
No, but it must be from
The green.
Oh, the green box.
yes,
because
the
we're doing
green box. Because we haven't actually test spun the green box, so this is our first time. We don't know the card, so it might be hilarious.
We did play for a little bit, but not enough to actually
No, not
really...
not to taste every
Yeah.
card. Okay, this one. Let's just go with first
Okay.
instinct.
All right. So remember, we have Rando, Codrician in here, so we have 4 cards to read off.
Rando Codrician is the ghost that will win.
Most likely.
All right. Finally, a service that delivers some shit-hot guitar licks right to your door. Yes? That was some tasty licks. All right. Finally, a service that delivers Russian super tuberculosis right to your door.
I love Russian anything. The Russians are the best. Slavs.
Finally, a service that delivers a powered exoskeleton right to your door. Sure.
Well done, Garen.
You just assume.
Finally, a service that delivers a tiny fireman who puts out my tiny fires right to your door.
That's adorable.
I think I'm going for the tiny fireman.
Yay! My first instinct
Michael.
was right.
Bravo, 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 bravo.
Insert applause.
Oh, do you
here.
want me to edit? Okay, great. Okay, next up's Michael.
Yay! I actually hate being Czar. Hey, baby, come back to my place and I'll show you.
Ugh.
I have Rando's card. Finally, a service that delivers tables.
No.
No,
That's not your black
that's not your card. It's that one.
Again.
It would have been hilarious. Hey, baby, come to my place and I'll show you tables.
Multiplication tables or
No,
All
tables. Hey, baby, come back to my place and I'll show you showering praise upon the Sultan's hideous daughters.
Wow. That escalated quickly.
Okay. Hey, baby, come back to my place and I'll show you an incurable homosexual like my boyfriend.
Why, thank you.
Hey, baby, come back to my place and I'll show you eating ass like my boyfriend.
Wow.
Who was Sultan's hideous daughters?
that was me.
Of course it was.
I just love hideous daughters.
Who was eating ass?
Rando.
Rando, you beast.
All right, so Garen's up next.
Don't worry, kid. It gets better. I've been living with blank for 20 years.
All right.
Grab a
I've
rando.
been doing well.
Don't worry, kid. It gets better. I've been living with some of that good dick for 20 years.
Indeed you have. Indeed.
For 20 years. I started young. Don't worry, kid. It gets better. I've been living with a cheerfulness that belies a deep-seated self-loathing for 20 years.
That sounds
Wow.
too true. First time in my life. Too true. A cheerfulness that belies a deep-seated self-loathing.
For 20 years.
It doesn't actually... Oh, it does.
What was the other one? Too soon.
Too soon. But that's you one. You one should have been here.
Oh,
Everything.
We have one.
Too
soon.
We have one friend who just keeps on saying too soon and too true to
Yo,
stuff when it doesn't apply.
I cannot... I want to slit my own throat.
Don't worry, kid. It gets better. I've been living with microaggressions for 20 years. Wow. Don't worry, kid. It gets better. I've been living with all these decorative pillows for 20 years.
And he has been. You must see our house.
You can't ever have enough decorative pillows. I'm going with decorative pillows.
Yay!
Hey.
Nadia is always the PG one.
It's fantastic.
It's either really PG or so disgusting that no one finds it funny.
Sure, try me.
All right.
Round 2.
Round 2. Okay, I got my black card. The 5 stages of grief. Denial, anger, bargaining, blank, acceptance.
Okay, I'm deciding between two.
Got me my rando?
Oh man, I got 3.
This is, if I can just add, the only game in which cheating really sucks.
Yeah.
Because you want to laugh at the cards that you are given. You don't want to see anything else beforehand.
Not that cheating doesn't suck in other games.
No, cheating doesn't suck in Monopoly.
Especially in this game.
I love cheating in Monopoly. I'm always the bank, and that bank loans me so much money. Then my dad dies and leaves me some inheritance. Sounds like playing Sims.
It's like justifying you putting it in the Clapausius or the Motherlode cheats. Yeah, my grandma just gave me like 50,000 simoleons, man.
Yes, it was so thoughtful of her. Sims is now obviously going into your hat.
Oh, it's in there. It's in there.
Oh,
Is it already in there?
Yeah.
But
I
which
wanted to-
one?
Sims 4.
Okay. Do you have it?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I finally decided on this one. All right.
Okay, let's go. The 5 stages of grief. Denial, anger, bargaining, the basic suffering that pervades all of existence, acceptance. Oh my gosh. The 5 stages of grief. Denial, anger, bargaining, September 11th, 2001. Acceptance. The 5 stages of grief. Denial, anger, bargaining, showing all the boys my pussy.
It's not so much different from a personal life currently.
Acceptance. The 5 stages of grief. Denial, anger, bargaining, working so hard to have muscles and then having them. Acceptance.
Hello, rando.
Who said showing my pussy to all the boys? Are you kidding
That
me?
was random.
Rando what? Rando knows
Well
me.
done, rando. Insert.
Bravo, Rando. Bravo. So well done. Here's a card
Wow.
for you, Rando. Why, thank you. Or as I like to say, a mouthful of potato salad.
Okay, I changed my opinion. The green cards are really good.
Yeah, they are. It's a good expansion to have.
Oh wait, this one is also. Who said September 11th?
That was me.
That Jan-Hen written all over it.
All right. What made my first kiss so awkward?
You're about to find out.
Can't wait. This week on Maury.
That can go in.
That's in the
That'll
end.
go edited out, obviously.
No.
That's at the end.
Nope.
Alrighty. What made my first kiss so awkward? Fucking a corpse back to life.
Isn't it that one movie of Daniel Radcliffe, though?
Swiss Army. Swiss Army.
It's such a fucking terrible movie.
That's in the hat. That's in
God.
the hat.
Is it in the hat?
Yes.
No,
Has
it
to
should
be.
be.
Okay.
I will die. Please, I want a feature. I have
That's
so
just-
many opinions about that movie.
That's just using a corpse to sail the seas.
And fucking it back to life. It sounds...
Alright. What made my first kiss so awkward? A woman's perspective.
Wow.
That could go in so many ways.
Next one, please.
What made my first kiss so awkward? Western standards of beauty.
Wait. Too true.
Too true.
Too true. Fuck, I'm gonna slit my own throat.
Gag me with a fork. What made my first kiss so awkward? The sweet, forbidden meat of the monkey.
Oh!
Okay, that one wins.
That's rando.
Oh,
You
God,
could
is it
knew
rando?
it was
Yeah,
rando.
they're random.
The sweet, forbidden meat of the monkey. Well done, Random.
Again, like I said, Rando Codrician will always win because randomness is funny.
Yeah,
Here you go.
it's true.
Here you go, Rando. Why,
Because
thank you.
otherwise it's too true and too soon.
Well, thank you for giving me that
Please
card.
stop.
Oh, stop.
I
I'm
don't
sorry.
play this game with that person anymore.
Or as I usually say, blowjobs for everyone.
That does sound like random.
Is it my turn?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so rando.
That's so random.
That's so rando. Too true. And
Too
soon.
soon.
Too soon.
Too soon. The class field trip was completely ruined by... It's one of the better ones from the base set. And the first time I played this game, it was... The class field trip was completely ruined by... Bees? Now I need to stipulate bees has a question mark after it. So
Yes.
you're not quite sure, was it bees?
Was it? Was it really?
Was it bees? And that's where that card became funny. The class field trip, I'm a teacher, so I can tell you this, was completely ruined by a terrified fat child who won't come out of the bushes. Now, that has happened. Too soon. Too soon.
Too true.
Too true. I want to shoot. Get me a gun.
Every time.
Sorry, I shouldn't have reminded you guys of that.
But every time he does that. Every time. The class field trip, please don't ever listen to this. The class field trip was completely ruined by 10 football players with erections barreling towards you at full speed. Me spreading my legs and dipping myself in chocolate.
In energy.
So much energy.
The sportsman's drink.
Can you think of anything better
Oh, I was just going
than
to say
10 football players
that wouldn't ruin anything.
with erections?
Yeah, guys, I'm
Barreling.
I'm sick that day. Sorry.
That is descriptive.
Sounds like a Saturday night.
Drooling a little bit there.
Okay. The class field trip was completely ruined by the amount of baby carrots I can fit up my ass.
Wow.
It's a finite amount, I can tell you that.
All right, the last one.
The class field trip was completely ruined by child labor.
Turns out it wasn't a field trip at all.
It was China!
It was a sneaker shop in Phuket.
Okay, so I am torn between the 10 football players and having child slaves.
Aren't we all? Like you do.
I think having a child slave would be better. Who was the child slavery?
That was me.
There you go. Your moral compass is set.
What moral compass? It's been missing
Exactly.
since September 11th.
2001.
What? No.
No, that's rude, Nadia.
Wow.
We don't bring up that.
That's horrible. No. She's doing that thing where she silently laughs.
We
Now
promise.
she's turning her head in embarrassment and biting her tongue.
And there she's leaving. Bye, Nadia!
Her feet sounds like hands on tables.
I'm back.
Okay, hi. Your feet sound like hands on tables.
Why do your feet sound like hands on tables?
Because I'm barefoot.
Garen, get your card. You're so drunk. You. That bitch Stacy.
Bitch Stacy.
Wow. Okay.
That was so non sequitur.
What killed my boner?
I can tell you. When I shat on your chest.
Ew.
Wow.
What?
Thought we were never gonna talk about that.
Someone just swore, like, far away.
Wait, what was the card?
What killed my boner?
Oh, right. I was so shocked.
Bus driver, pull that rando.
Don't you know that saying?
Oh, wow.
Uncultured.
You uncultured swine.
Sorry.
What killed my boner? Every man's ultimate fantasy. A perfectly cylindrical vagina. What? That is so specific.
It would kill a fag like you's boner, though.
But perfectly cylindrical.
Just saying, I may say that because I'm gay.
What
Please
ki-
do not write to me. Please do not send me letters.
What killed my boner? Feminism.
That kills mine on a daily basis, I'm just saying.
What killed my boner? 3 hours of non-stop penetration.
Wow.
Speaking
Yeah,
out of experience, it does not kill his boner.
Wow.
Too true.
Too true!
Too true.
What killed my boner? Sudden and unwanted slam poetry.
That was a bongo. I'm just really shit at making bongo sounds with my mouth.
No, but I think every man's ultimate fantasy. A
Thank you,
perfectly
baby.
cylindrical vagina.
That was Michael's.
It was.
So with that, we've reached the end of Cards Against Humanity.
Please
more
write
or
us if
less-
you want to see more. Because I want to play more.
Yeah.
So you more or less get an idea of what the game is like.
All right, and then in the end, the person who has the most black
Let's
cards.
make a haiku.
Oh, we can make a.
Let's make a haiku.
So
The
Last
ones
thing-
we have.
Yes.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know what a haiku is, Jan Hendrik will explain it to you now.
That's how you usually end a game of Cards Against Humanity, as the rule book says. You make a little poem of 3 cards.
What is a haiku? Let's
A
get back
haiku-
to the basics.
Okay, a haiku is a Japanese poem that's fit to certain syllables, basically. So it needs to fit into that. I'm not 100% sure on how many it's needed, but that's what a haiku is. So it's a short poem. That's
Okay,
basically
so
what
we
it
are
is.
just going to have 3 cards that correlate with each other or tells you a little story.
Yeah, of the cards that we have in our hand.
Yes, you may not draw any new cards, but we will all vote.
Yeah.
We'll still vote.
So Michael will be reading it, but we're all going to take a vote.
Yes, we'll take a vote to who is the funniest, because I'm also playing because I had a hilarious haiku.
Yeah.
Well, it might not be a haiku, but it's a hilarious story.
All right.
Daddy's credit card. Seizing controls of the means of production. Creamy slices of real California avocado.
Wow.
What?
Okay.
Anyway. Assassinating the president. Restoring Germany to its former glory.
Yes.
That bitch, Stacy.
Flippin' Stacy.
What a bitch.
Next one. My brother's hot friends. Smashing my balls at the moment of climax.
Wow.
Aborting the shit out of a fetus.
Wow.
Okay. That tells a story. Who really did 9/11? The full force of the American military being paralyzed from the neck down. What? It makes no sense. It did up to the second card. It just had to say President George W. Bush.
Jeez.
Anyway.
Presidents can't melt steel beams.
They can't. Anyway, unrelenting genital punishment. Scissoring, if that's a thing. Cutting off a flamingo's legs with garden shears.
What? I'm so confused.
Okay. Creamy slices of real California avocado.
Who votes
Votes for it to win.
No.
That bitch Stacy.
So it's got 2 votes.
Being paralyzed from the neck down. Cutting off a flamingo's legs with garden shears. Aborting the shit out of a fetus.
Oh, shit. So it's tied.
So it seems it's down to a sudden death. Who was that bitch Stacy?
That was me.
I was aborting the shit out of a fetus.
Were you?
I was. So, we will play a sudden death match where Jan-Hendrik will receive 10 cards, new
Okay.
cards.
Which one was Rando then?
We don't
One
know.
of the ones we voted out.
I was the
Flamingos?
who did no. That was Rando.
Holy
Flamingos,
shit!
yeah.
Okay, so
That one
what
actually kind of worked. Right up until the end.
what will happen now is we will take another vote.
Oh, but Nadi and Garen will vote.
Yes. So they need to, if it's a tie again, we will call it a tie and call it a night. Because it doesn't matter who wins. It's
Yeah.
about the laughs you have along the way.
Yeah.
Okay, Garen drew.
What's that smell?
Just one.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Rando.
Yes, let's have a rando to break the tie.
So the
You
final
cannot
round.
vote for your own one.
Yeah, no, we're not voting. So-
Okay.
What's that smell? The graceful path of an autumn leaf as it falls to its earthen cradle. That's fantastic.
It's a great smell.
Wow. What's that smell? Soups Orkies.
Hashtag.
Hashtags. Soups Orkies. Sorry. What's that smell? Having sex with your mom. Wow.
All right, so we're not voting. Me and Michael are
Yeah,
voting.
we'll sit out.
Okay, which one do you enjoy the most?
They're all horrifying.
They are.
Autumn leaves aren't.
No, it's not.
I think that's the cutest one.
I know, but it's super PG.
But I don't want to think having sex with my mom smells.
All sex smells.
I don't want to know about those smells.
Perish the thought.
But apparently with your mom it has a specific smell.
Specific smell. It lingers.
Ugh.
Oh, maybe it doesn't.
should know,
I'm not
Garen.
sure.
It has a musk.
Oh,
A mommy musk.
Are we voting for the most horrifying one?
I don't know.
The one that
The
you found the
funny-
most funniest.
the
Which one
funniest.
did you find the most funny?
Funny.
Mm.
Super.
Oh my god, dogs.
That's Luna, by the way. And that's Prince.
So, yes, let's go for Soups Orkies. Hashtag Soups Orkies.
Both of you. That was me.
Yay!
Yay!
Yay.
I was, for the audience out there, having sex with my mom.
Oh, well, that's on record now.
See you in court.
Sorry, yes.
Hey, but Rando's one was actually...
Random's one was hilarious.
Yeah, it was autumn leaves.
All right, so we've reached the end of our game, our very, very long game. But so we're basically just going to go around and give a short review of what we think about the game. Nadi, would you like to start?
Well, yeah, I love this game, especially if you're drunk and if you have fun people to play with. Unfortunately,
You don't always have those.
you can't
people.
be a George and play this game. I've seen that before.
Yeah,
I've
you
played
cannot.
it with like old Georges.
But you can also not be my friend. Like, it sounds fun and he has a good time and I give him that. But you cannot...
Always make the same joke.
Yes, I mean, let's change it up a bit.
Yeah.
And that's my point with the expansion packs and the booster packs. You cannot always make the same joke. It will stop being funny and it will annoy people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I love this game, but you need to play with the right people. You need to have the right audience for it. Some people find it too vulgar, too insulting. They won't have fun.
I just need to tell you, for the new people, it might not have sounded like it was all that offensive.
It gets worse.
It
But
gets
some of
worse.
the cards you get in this pack, and I will be quoting verbatim, one is the blood of Christ.
Yeah. Stuff
One
like
is, can we have more root cards, just to give these people that have no idea what this card game is a more in-depth idea.
There's
Let me-
racist cards.
There's racist
there's
cards.
Blasphemous cards.
The most is the thing that gets most people down is the blasphemous cards, and it gets bad. But like we always say, if you don't like a card, scratch it out and make your own one.
Yeah.
Scratch it out. You don't have to play the Blood of
Yeah,
Christ.
I mean, we as South Africans, we might not get some of these cards, like the references. So,
yeah, the
like,
$5.99 prawn, all-you-can-eat prawn.
yeah, and stuff like a Bop It, like we not
Chipotle. I mean, we know
Chipotle.
what that is, but there's a lot of South Africans that have.
We don't
Exactly.
have that stigma
Yeah.
to those things to enjoy the joke. Like, even presidential jokes that you can make with George W.
or
Bush.
politicians.
Or politicians, for that fact. We scratch it out and make our own cards.
Yeah, because we make it a bit more relatable. And I know that Cards Against Humanity have made things that are like for UK people only, you know.
But we're in South Africa, and
yeah, if one
we
comes out
suck
for
on
South
the
Africa.
smallest teat.
But if one comes out for South Africa, that'd be awesome.
It would be on our first purchase list. Hello, Prince.
Goddamn dogs. We're recording here, Prince.
Prince!
Jeez, that spiked the audio.
Oh, he looks so depressed now.
Yeah, because he's a naughty shit. He is hating Jews.
He pulled a card, by the way. Just
That's quite too loud.
All right. But yeah, so that's your general impression of
Yeah.
the game.
Yeah.
So this game has, for me, become the monopoly of games
Yes.
inside our circle of friends. There are other games that we play that came out after this that follow the same suit, like offensive games. Like there's another
Exploding
game.
Kittens.
Yeah, Exploding Kittens is a game like that.
We have that. You can put that in the box if you want. In the
Yeah,
hat.
yeah, I'll put that in the hat. But yeah, I did actually. I did. So this game is kind of the monopoly of our circle of friends. It's the game. It's the default game. If you don't know what to play, it's probably going to be either the Jackbox Party Pack or this game. And this is the game that we choose first to play. I'd highly recommend it. Once again, if you're with a circle of friends or a group of people who don't mind these kinds of jokes.
That don't get offended easily, especially
No,
if you
you
know
can. You
that.
can be offended, but if your sense of humor balances out your level of offense,
Yeah.
you will still enjoy it. I'm offended by a lot of these cards, but my sense of humor is of such level.
No, but that's what
that
I'm
I
saying.
will
You
laugh.
understand that it is within the context of this game,
game.
only. This isn't how you really feel. This
Exactly.
isn't.
Exactly.
You're not trying to really be mean
And
to
let's be
anyone.
honest, just because you're offended doesn't always mean you're right.
That's true.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I'd say. Like, and once again, leave your moral compass at home.
It's
for
a
this
fun game. Give it a chance. Leave your moral compass.
And just one little extra thing is you can actually try this game out for free by going to the Cards Against Humanity website. They actually have the first set for free that you can print out and cut out.
Yes,
make
it's
your own game.
no cost to yourself.
That's
we
how we-
started like that.
Yeah, and now we actually have the full sets.
Hello, Prince. That's my dogs again, and I do apologize.
Last person to go around, Garen.
Oh, haven't I voiced my opinion?
You voiced your opinion throughout our opinion, so I thought that was like your.
No.
Okay.
I
you
want
have
my
the mic
opinion
now.
on record.
You have the mic.
It's a horrible game. It
For
is
horrible people.
a horrible game for horrible people. If you are a horrible person, buy this game. If you are not a horrible person, buy this game.
I don't know. It's the
Gareth.
best general visiting game that I've found. Any people that don't really like card games or don't really like drinking games find joy in it. So have fun. Take whatever's said off the bat of your shoulder. What's the saying?
No, it's not that.
Something like that. Water off a duck's back.
Yes. water off
Enjoy
duck's
it
back.
and just laugh. That's what it's there for.
Have a giggle.
Have a giggle.
That is our final consensus.
Yeah. So, guys, this is the end of the podcast, and I'd actually just like to make an announcement. So you guys might have noticed that we haven't been posting as regularly on it, and that's because we're preparing for what I'd like to call season 2 of Swamp Donkey Radio, and we're going to take a bit of a break now after this. So we're not pulling something out of the hat this week.
Yep.
But that just leaves a surprise for you guys when we
Come back.
come back, and it's not going to be too long.
Will
It's-
you still be posting weekly?
No.
As soon as we're ready, we will be posting weekly.
Okay.
So
But expect a few delays in between from this episode.
a semi-hiatus.
A semi-hiatus. Yeah, it's basically a season break. We're going to start with quote-unquote season 2. And we're not going to give anything else away.
Is there a surprise waiting?
Yes.
Exactly.
Will there be a reward for me waiting?
No.
Yes. Yes, there will. Just slap Nadia. Not really. Not really. Not really.
But
Please.
we still
We do not
will-
condone beating of women.
Or people.
We'll still take suggestions for the hats if you guys want to throw
Yes.
anything out.
Yeah, because we will be continuing with the subjects in the hat.
The hat will come back.
Yes, the hat has not been fired.
No.
All right. And as usual, would you like to give our listeners a challenge?
Okay, so the challenge this week is watch one episode of a show that you used to watch as a kid. Probably going to be horrifying.
To basically change your perspective of it.
Yeah, just see how you feel about it now that, you're not a kid anymore. Actually, there's a lot of them that you will realize have adult humor.
Yeah.
Other ones you will realize they were really, really bad and you'll have no idea why you loved it. Yeah, so that's it for this week.
Yeah. So, and then finally, I'd just like to give you guys a recommendation. And this is going to sound like a cop-out, but I recommend Cards Against Humanity.
Do it.
5 out of 5.
Go try out the free version.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
If you love it, buy it. If you hate it,
Destroy it because you didn't pay for it.
So yeah, that's the end of the episode. And if you guys enjoyed this content,
like, share.
consider subscribing. It's right on the screen at the end. And
We will be here more often if you like me instead of them.
yeah, please let us know. And I'm going to leave you guys with these 5 thoughts. Boring vaginal sex. A whole new kind of porn. Gay thoughts. A black friend. Anal fissures like you wouldn't believe.
Oh my gosh.
Bye.
Okay, that's it for this week, guys.
Okay, but
Thanks
he
for
said
listening.
bye.
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 Boring. I literally took I was like, this is funny.